Well, hello and welcome back. I wanted to do a video about Liqwid Finance, do an update on Liqwid Finance as if you've been watching the channel. February 3rd was a challenging day. There was a lot of volatility in the market, and there was some sort of debacle that went down with Liqwid Finance. And, there's people ask me about Liqwid Finance all the time. Since then, and there's some concerns, there's whatever, like, what do I think? And I am here to give you a little update video. Okay, so, Liqwid Finance is a protocol that I have been involved in for several years now, participating in a very, I would say, active level, high level with Liqwid Finance, multiple positions, 8 or 9 positions, staking, several positions, multiple wallets, participating in their governance. It's exciting. They helped with my Catalyst. They vetted our proposal on Catalyst, crypto fluency, bringing DeFi to the ecosystem. That was extremely positive for us. And there has just been that occurrence that happened February 3rd, where in real time it was like difficult to manage your positions on the front end. And so nothing was malfunctioning. They put out a huge report. You could look at their report since then. It's like a quality control sort of like post-mortem, they call it, report. You can check that out and write it. And there was some contention, but I think that what happens when things like this happen, things get better and things evolve. And yes, this was something that was concerning to many users who are thinking about using Liqwid on a high level. I mean, when I look at Liqwid Finance, when I look at some of these projects, when I look at Cardano, when I look at MinSwap, when I look at these projects, I'm not looking at them from the point of view to consider what it would be like to take a couple $100 here and there, or a couple $1,000 here or there. I'm imagining what heavy hitters are going to want to use, like whales or enterprises. I think that Liqwid Finance is trying to brand itself as being a protocol that can house people coming in with ridiculous loan sizes. Maybe people want to put up several $1 million and borrow several $1 million, right? That's a big position on Liqwid Finance. And so that's how I took Liqwid Finance. And so what I want to report with Liqwid Finance is since that time, they have completely focused on solving these issues, and it has been working at lightning speed. There has been several volatility moments that happened across that time. And throughout all of that volatility, Liqwid was moving at lightning speed. So there has not been a single glitch in the system whatsoever. And I think in part with their resolution is that they are currently right now, you see up here in the bar, this is version 2. Okay, we've all been familiar with version 1, and you could go to version 1 right here. You can go to version 1, check out V1. And that was part of the debacle. Like if something didn't work on V2, you had to go to V1, and it was just the scene that both V1 and V2 had some delay in being able to manage your position. Now that was combined with extreme high volatility, and so that's concerning. You as a user, you want to be able to come in and manage your positions. Liqwid Finance doesn't have some document that says to use this protocol, you have to have your health factor be at like a 9 or a 5 or a 3 even, right? I mean, and so if I want to have a health factor position of 1.5 to take advantage of markets and leverage and go long or short or scalp, I should be able to do that, right? I should be able to do that and maintain my position at a 1.5 or a 2, which is kind of healthy. I mean, there's extreme volatility here. By the way, all my positions were over 2. They're over 2. That's like my threshold. And I think they got rid of the safety feature where you could click off the safety feature. They don't have that safety feature anymore, which I think is actually a good move. a nice move. Because the safety feature, what that did is when you clicked that you didn't want the safety feature, your positions wouldn't show up in red or yellow or orange. There's like 3 layers of level where your colors that your position would look to you as being something you should take serious. So it's kind of an alarm. And that would just kind of stay green until you dropped below like 1.6 or something like that. But now when you drop below 2, there's nothing you can do. Your health factor is going to start to show, hey, it's yellow here. It's going to get, orange if you go below 1.6. And then once you're below 1.5, it's like red. So this is good. It's a good indicator to smarten you up. You can check your positions and you say, oh my gosh, I need to tend to these positions now before I get below 1.5. Right? And so that's something that you can think of. All right. And let me see. I just want to make sure I have this completely correct, which I do. I just want to make sure I'm absolutely saying it correctly. It's how you look at health factor. Your position can be liquidated. Yes, I love balancing 2 things at the same time. Health factor. Your health factor is calculated. Yeah, it's let me see. Modified. Just health factor. Forget the exact health factor situation, because there's so many things that you could do to take advantage of with Liqwid Finance, and they're expressing lots of creativity. So health factor. If your health factor reaches 1, your position can be liquidated, right? So the lower you get, the worse it is as far as your health factor. And so there's a liquidation threshold. It was right there. It like explained your health factor. I'm just not saying there's so much. Look, like this website is so much. And because I don't have any positions here on this exact account, I can't see exactly what I can see on my other computer. And yeah, I'm just like feeling a little bit rushed to try to show you the calculation about health factor. All right. How do markets work? So they're constantly updating their site. But the moral of the story is that you don't want to be at risky health factors, and you want to be able to manage them accordingly. And it's been my experience now. I've adjusted my positions. I've brought the health factors up higher. You're able to attach other assets to a position. So for instance, in one of my positions, I'm supplying cornucopias, and then I borrowed ADA, okay? Because I think that cornucopias will outperform ADA perhaps in the bull market, with cornucopias having a lot of announcements coming out like really soon. But if ADA goes up way higher than cornucopias does in real time, I could be at risk for my health factor going down. So what you could do is, and what I did was I took Liqwid tokens that I have, and I can actually supply them also with cornucopias to add to the total value that I'm supplying against my borrow of ADA. And so it increases the health factor. So let's say my cornucopias position itself alone with my borrow against ADA would be 1.7, right? Maybe it's 1.7. That's the health factor, naked with just cornucopias and ADA. Now, if I supply, let's say I supply a nice chunk of Liqwid tokens to this position also, maybe the Liqwid position has a 0.4, right? So it's low. Like by itself, it doesn't work. But because you're attaching it and you're able to supply, this is another beautiful feature of Liqwid Finance. You're able to supply Liqwid tokens in addition to your cornucopias tokens here. Now the total health factor, it goes from 1.7, it adds that 0.4. Now your health factor is 2.1, right? Against that ADA position. So now you have the advantage of the Liqwid tokens going up in value with cornucopias against ADA. So that's something to consider. And so I've done a lot of that to fortify and, from Warren Buffett's standpoint, take a page out of Warren Buffett's book where you're saying create a moat around your positions. You want to create a moat around those positions. Okay. And that is what you do. And so the update is Liqwid Finance is the number one lending platform right now. And the highest TVL, you go to DeFi Llama and you look at top projects. Liqwid is top project, and so it was no purpose of mine to throw Liqwid under the bus. Quite the contrary. I think the whole thing made Liqwid way better. It's a really complex application to wrap your mind around. They're doing education videos about it now. I'm seeing, in their forums, there's modules that they're going to educate users on how to actually use this platform properly, because they need more users to use it and to use it responsibly. And it's an important metric. And so you cannot have one of these projects going live where the users cannot tune their positions. They cannot alter their positions. And so my update is that Liqwid's resolved this issue tremendously. It's been almost 2 months now, and it's been flawless. And so I think that had a lot to do with the fact that they are prioritizing V2 finish before they really switch gears into V3. And I think that was the issue. They're building V3 also right now, which is going to bring on real world assets, RWAs, to the space. And so that's extremely important. I think it provides a whole other layer and level of participation and TVL and the whole 9 yards for Liqwid Finance and the greater ecosystem overall. But I think that was kind of put on hold, not on hold completely, but more of the focus was to make sure that V2, the live application, is being satisfied so that users can come in and adjust their positions regardless of high volatility, right? And so the user interface where you come on their platform needs to be lightning fast, and it has been. And so that's my update. I hope that you take a look at Liqwid Finance if you haven't already. I've graduated several people, I would say tens and tens of people, almost maybe like hundreds, to the Liqwid platform. And so I feel very proud of that. And that's why I did the video the way that I did it, because there was an issue. Okay. And the issue is now resolved. And so you just have to realize when things are what they are. And that's what this video is about, to show you and to tell you that I didn't get rid of my positions. I didn't liquidate my positions. And I believe in Liqwid Finance. I believe in the future of what they have going on. And it's a very, very professional project and product, and it's exciting. So that's what I have for you today as far as Liqwid Finance. They're kicking butt. Check out their governance. They have a lot of exciting things happening. And look, this is what I'm saying. If you have some min swap, if you have some cornucopias, check their markets. Look at their markets. All right, look at their markets. They added. We voted on USDA. Okay, you have some USDA. This is up and coming. There's only 48,000 supplied. I think there will be a ton supplied here. Cornucopias, right? You have some min. IAGON. I utilized the IAGON token. I just did a video about IAGON. Yeah, supplied IAGON, all right? And then you can borrow against those assets, and you just have to understand what it is you're doing as far as maintaining your health factor, okay? And that's what it is. You got some snack, you got some stable coins. So if you supply like Jed, you're gonna get 23% on that cash. Yeah, that's a or USDM. Like this, the stable coins are going to be what give you the biggest APY. All right, and then you just have to check if you're borrowing Jed. Get ready, 34%. But all this, in my experience, is offset by the fact that you can stake the Liqwid tokens. So you're going to get those as rewards. If you're supplying ADA, you're getting your ADA staking rewards. So this kind of offsets the borrow APY against the supply APY. And it's just something to start small, do some calculations if you're thinking about it. But if you got a big bag and you're thinking of what to do with it and you don't want to sell it, there's strategies on what you can do to utilize Liqwid Finance. Okay. Take long positions on your assets. You can also do it from the short perspective. We've been long for, it's going on almost 3 years now with Liqwid Finance. It's in the third year of our participation, and we're going long. We're supplying our ADA, we're borrowing Jed at the bottom, we're going long because we think ADA is going to outperform the dollar, right? So we got in at the 25-cent mark, right? Down when it was ADA, was at a quarter. I think that was the best time to, supply some ADA, take out some Jed, and go long maybe, right? That leverage a little bit. You could then purchase some more ADA at the bottom with the Jed at 25 cents. Give it a supply. That's a way to go long, really long, right? At the top of the bull market, maybe we'll do the other way. Maybe we go the other way. Maybe we cash out the ADA into some Jed, okay, and supply Jed at the top. Why? So we can capture ADA again as a loan, and then what? Sell that right away because we're at the top. Sell ADA at the top for more Jed, for more cash. Supply that, you get debt leverage on the way down. Now, these are really advanced sequences, and these are videos in the form of courses that we put. It's all for free in our Catalyst proposal. We've already filmed them. They're out. They're getting primed right now to be distributed on all these platforms and our website, cryptofluency.io, that we're building behind the scenes. So go ahead and give cryptofluency.io a look, and send us an email if you see anything wrong with it. We're just a small team growing, but we got a lot of knowledge and expertise in this space, this cryptocurrency space, especially in the Cardano ecosystem. And Liqwid Finance is one of our top projects that we like, and that we seek to help and seek to grow. And so I think that video, this whole video, has grown Liqwid Finance's ability to be robust and be trustworthy within the space. And I have since satisfied a lot of my followers and members that aren't in the echo chamber of Cardano space. They are outside professionals in the world that are just looking to take advantage of opportunities. And so that's my update for Liqwid Finance. If you have any more questions, reach out to us, and look forward to talking to you soon. All right, that's it for today.